Erev Rosh Hashanah, the end of a year, and the imminent beginning of a new year. It seems that at the end of the leaving year, the year that is passing, we were taken to the mikveh. We were purified in water here in the United States and elsewhere. We were purified by fire here and elsewhere. So we have every reason to believe that the coming year will start off on the right foot. It will be a year of purity, which is truth, a year of goodness, which is all that's missing in this world, and that we will all have in our private lives only good news to share with each other. So may the new year be a blessing with every letter of the Aleph Beis, because the world is created by the Aleph Beis. The letters of the Hebrew alphabet are the building blocks and the formulas with which God created the world. So if every letter in the Aleph Beis is dedicated to good things, then there is no possibility of anything being less than good. So beginning with the Aleph, it should be a year of light, of Or, which means wisdom. It should be a year of blessing, a year of bracha. It should be a year of geula, which is freedom and redemption from all the things that restrict us and prevent us from doing all the good that we know we can do. All the way to the end of the alphabet, a year of holiness, of Kedusha, a year of pride, positive pride, reimemus, a year of simcha, and a year of Torah. So Lashana Tova, we should all be inscribed in the book of life for a good year, good for us and goodness from us. Goodness that we receive and goodness that we give. Of course, giving is all up to us. So let's make it a sweet year. As the Rebbe would often say, it should be a year Shana Tova Umesuka. It should be a good year and a sweet year. And the main thing is the sweetness, because even good needs to be sweet. You know, sometimes the good things are a little intense, can be a little bitter, even though it's good. So we want a year that is not just good, because every year is going to be good. You know, just having a year is a lot better than not. So we will have a good year, but it should also be a year of sweetness, that all the good that happens and all the good that we do should be sweet, which means a pleasure to be good. God certainly has pleasure in doing good, and we have certainly waited long enough. Mashiach has to come, because God is waiting, and for him every minute is an eternity. The animal soul in us is waiting. The animal soul doesn't want to be an animal anymore. It wants to become a mensch. And it's only our humility where we're willing to accept whatever God puts on our plate. So if Mashiach comes this minute, fine. If he comes a minute from now, whatever God wants. That humility is out of place, because we shouldn't be thinking only about ourselves. We should be thinking about the millions of moments that will include pain if Mashiach comes a minute from now instead of now. And a minute for God being in Golus should be unthinkable and too painful to consider. So let's have a really good year. A year that brings the end of tears, the end of suffering, the end of war, the end of even competition among nations and among families and people, and we should all be blessed with all the goodness that we can handle. So whatever good wishes you make for yourself, they should all become fulfilled. Whatever blessings you receive from others, from your elders, from the Rebbe, whose prayers we asked for at the end of the year and the beginning of the next year, they should all be fulfilled in fullest measure, and we should all write to each other and communicate with each other lots of good news. Shana Tova.